Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, there you are. Let me introduce myself. If you enjoy this introduction, then I'm Amber Hunt, the fearless leader of this show. If you do not enjoy this introduction, then I'm the very feminine voice of HCA's headmaster, William Slater. We, the Fine Arts Department of Hendersonville Christian Academy, do sincerely thank you for attending. Now, before we begin, you may notice our big, burly, experienced, threatening Music Man security who are here to enforce the following rules and regulations. Number 1, when the 15-minute intermission takes place after Act 1, please refrain from trampling your neighbors as you make a beeline to the restrooms, which are out the doors and to your left. Men, no hurry. Your restroom never has a line. Number 2, now is the time to allow children to whine, noisy candy wrappers to be opened, and not so quiet whispers to be shared. Number 3, please turn off all electronics. If you cannot survive without them for 2 hours, then you are A, below the age of 20, or B, too important to be here. You can see us and we can see you because, well, you will have a spotlight pointing straight up at your face. Number 4, because you will be in need of refreshment after all of the applauding, smiling, and laughing, we are offering a concession stand during intermission. Well, that's just about it, although I'm sure you've been thrilled to sit here in a dark room listening to my rambling voice coming from above you. My job here is done. I will have my Sharpie with me out in the lobby after the show if you just cannot live without my autograph. Ma'am, I heard that. She just whispered to her friend, "What's this play about anyway?" Want to keep you quiet, ma'am, I'll tell you. A con man comes to town, River City, Iowa. Rumor has it, these Hawkeye Iowans aren't the friendly sort. What's this Professor Harold Hill selling, you might ask? Well, sit back and find out. Without any further ado, it is my pleasure to share with you Meredith Wilson's The Music Man.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory. Gone. Gone with the hot state. fellow by the name of Hill. No!
Just a minute.
Well, him hurting himself in Hill. No, he doesn't know the territory.
What's the fellow's line?
Never worries about his law.
Never worries about his line.
Or Crackbill being obsolete, or the U being missing in the airtime sanitary package, or the Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his law.
Never worries about his line.
Poor doggone thing, he's just a bang deep bell when you big hog, red dog, nothing less than a corn every time a bullseye sails. That's Professor Hill. No.
What's his line? He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
But He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in town with the big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums, big brass bass, and the piccolo uniform too with the shiny gold braid on the coat and the big red stripe running.
Well, don't know much about that, but I do know you can't make a limit on the big trombones, no sir. Mandolin picks perhaps and here and there a juice hard.
No, the fellow sells bags, boys bags. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dies and he gathers and he plucks and he shines, and boy, the man dances, circle the boys. What else? Harper pays him. Yes, sir. Boy, the man dances, circle the boys. What else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory. River City, across the state line into Iowa. River City, population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal. Boy! Now, if you're old, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Well, no, I never saw him in life, but I know this much. He's giving every one of us a black eye. After he's worked in town over, the next tells him to ride automatically gets tarred and feathered and rode up to the city limits on a rail. Oh, you think that's funny? Wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back.
But why should he get run out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell beds, uniforms, and instructors, he has to guarantee that he's going to get better. And the foreman gets into a band. Himself is going.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? You don't know one from another. That's what's wrong with that. You don't know a bass drum from a fight. I'll catch up with that. Still want to see the fifth order one today. And when I do, I'll go so loud.
Wow, you're mad, Charlie. You like to be there when you catch up with them, fella.
Well, it won't be here. Not now. Even the great president Harold Hill. So that fellow guys over here. Boy.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I ought to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
Don't believe I dropped you, my boy. Squires.
Yes, I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Well, I expect you ought to see the man in charge of hiring rigs. Who is late as usual?
Hey, Greg! Marcellus!
Greg, you don't sound like...
Shh.
But Greg,
Professor Hill, the name Harold Hill.
but Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you know that he was coming?
Oh, I didn't know I was coming myself, my boy. Besides, how did I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? Hey, you were a pretty big slicker back when you were in business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I've been a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Talkmeyer, the boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? Oh, I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business, are you? Are you in steam automobiles?
Oh, I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now, give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get anywhere with these stubborn Iowans. We have a music teacher who's so stubborn she'll expose you before you get your bar backed.
Male or female?
The music teacher? Female. She's a librarian.
Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. So how are you going to start the new pitch?
Oh, same old way. Keep that music teacher off bounds, and then my next step would be to get your town out of the serious trouble that it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Then I have to create some. I must create a desperate need for a boys' band, you remember. Now what's new around here, Mars? What can I use?
Nothing really. Except the billiards parlor has just put in a new pool table.
They've never had a pool table before.
No, only billiards.
That'll do it. See you later, Mars. Remember, music teacher.
Music teacher.
You're Mr. Smith.
Why, yes?
Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say, I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Don't cultivate horse sense and a cool head, the key knot. Did you ever take a try and give an ironclad leave to yourself from a 3-rail billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a ball-kind game. I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that slaughter. The first big step on the road to the depths of dead. Could I say first? Medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pitchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hear him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, nor a race where they sit down right on a horse. Like see some stuck-up jockey boys sitting on damn patch, make your blood boil, well I should say. Now friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B that rhymes with P that stands for pool. And all week long, you River City youth would be frittering away, say your young men would be frittering away their noontime, sometime, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting damn lines, pulled to the screen or a patch and a beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping in your warrants, your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the Knickerbocker, sure tell young ones, picking in the pool hall windows out of school, you got trouble, folks. Right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, that rhymes with P, that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on when they're loafing around in that mall? They be trying out Bebo, trying out Cubettes, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breath